Last year, Americans spent over $200 billion on auto repairs, and a huge chunk of that money, it went straight to work that was never needed. If you've ever walked into a shop for a simple oil change and walked out with a bill that made your stomach drop, you already know what I'm talking about. And the worst part is, most people have no idea it's happening to them. Not because they're not smart, but because the tactics are designed to be invisible. Today, I'm going to pull back the curtain on 3 of the most common ways mechanics trick you into overpaying. And more importantly, I'm going to give you the exact tools to stop it cold. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to walk into any shop with a completely different level of confidence. You'll know what to say, what to ask, and exactly when to say no. Let's start with number 1. And honestly, this one catches almost everybody. It's called the unnecessary upsell, and it happens every single time you bring your car in for routine service. You go in for an oil change, maybe a tire rotation, something simple, something cheap. And then the service advisor comes back and says the words that every car owner dreads. While we had it up, we noticed a few things. Here comes the list. Your cabin air filter is filthy. Your brake fluid needs to be flushed. Your power steering fluid looks dark. Your engine air filter is dirty. Oh, and your transmission fluid? Well, that's looking pretty rough too. Suddenly, your $60 oil change is turning into a $400 visit. And here's the kicker. Some of those things might actually be true, but a lot of times, they're using your lack of knowledge against you. Here's how you fight back. Before you ever take your car to the shop, spend 15 minutes with your owner's manual. I know. Nobody reads it. But that little book is gold. It tells you exactly what your car needs and when it needs it. Manufacturer recommended intervals. Those are the only intervals that matter. If your manual says flush the brake fluid every 45,000 miles and your car only has 30,000 on it, you can look that service advisor in the eye and say, "No thanks, we're not due for that yet." Watch how fast the conversation changes. And for the stuff you can actually check yourself, like your air filter, look at it before you go in. Pull it out, hold it up to the light. If light passes through it, it's probably fine. If it looks like a small animal has been living in it, okay, maybe replace it. But you want to make that call, not them. The other thing that works incredibly well? Get a second opinion. You don't owe that shop your business. If they hit you with a long list of additional items, thank them, take the list, and call another shop. Or better yet, take a photo and Google the service. You will be amazed what you find out. All right, let's move to number 2. And this one is sneaky because it hides inside something that sounds completely reasonable. It's called parts markup. And the way it works is actually pretty simple, but most people never think about it. Here's what happens. Your car needs a new part. A sensor, a belt, a water pump, whatever it is. The shop orders the part, installs it, and charges you for it. What they don't tell you is that they bought that part at wholesale price and then marked it up anywhere from 50 to 200% before putting it on your bill. Is that illegal? No? Is it fair? That depends on who you ask. But here's what it means for you. On some bigger jobs, you could be paying 2 or even 3 times more than the part actually costs. And if you don't ask the right questions, you will never know. So here's what you do. When you get a repair estimate, ask them to itemize it completely. Parts separate from labor. Every single line. A good shop will do this without blinking. And then, before you approve the work, look up the part yourself. Go to Rock Auto, go to AutoZone's website, check Amazon. Get a ballpark on what that part actually costs. Now you have leverage. You know what you're looking at. Here's the move most people don't know you can make. You can often supply your own parts, especially for older vehicles or common components. You buy the part, you bring it in, they install it. Not every shop allows this, but many will. And even if they charge you a small labor premium, you can still come out significantly ahead. Now, I do want to be straight with you here. There are legitimate reasons why shops charge more for parts. They're providing a warranty on the installation, they're taking on liability, they're keeping inventory. That has real value. I'm not saying every markup is a ripoff. I'm saying you need to know the numbers before you say yes, because an informed customer almost always pays less than an uninformed one. And that brings us to number 3. This one isn't about fake repairs or overpriced parts. This one is about time, and it might actually be the most expensive trick of all. It's called flat rate billing, and it's baked into the entire industry. Here's how it works. Every repair job in the automotive world has what's called a flat rate time. It's set by a standardized labor guide, like Mitchell or All Data. It says a specific job takes a specific number of hours. Let's say replacing an alternator on your car is rated at 2.5 hours. The shop charges you for 2.5 hours of labor, no matter what. That's the deal. Now, here's where it gets interesting. An experienced mechanic who's done that job 100 times might knock it out in an hour 15. The shop still charges you for 2.5 hours. That experienced tech just got paid for 2.5 hours of work in about half the time. And you? You paid for time that didn't actually happen. Again, is this technically dishonest? Not really. It's industry standard. But it does mean the stated hourly rate isn't the whole story. And when you're comparing shops, you can't just compare the hourly rate. You have to compare the total labor charge for the specific job. One shop might have a lower hourly rate, but bill you more flat rate hours than another shop. Always ask for the total out-the-door number, not just the rate. There's also a dirtier version of this. Some shops deliberately pad the hours. They'll quote you 3 hours on a job that the labor guide says takes 2. And if you've never looked it up, you'd never know. So here's your move. When you get a labor quote, ask them what labor guide they're using and how many hours they're billing for the job, then go home and look it up yourself. IATN has resources. So does NAPA's estimator tool. You don't need to be a mechanic to verify a number. You just need to know that the number exists. And here's the big picture takeaway from all 3 of these. Mechanics, and I want to be fair here, the overwhelming majority of automotive technicians are hardworking, skilled people who take pride in what they do. But the business model of a repair shop creates pressure. Pressure to upsell. Pressure to maximize revenue per ticket. And if you walk in looking like someone who doesn't know anything and will say yes to everything, well, some shops will take advantage of that. The fix is simple, and it costs you nothing. Know your maintenance schedule. Ask for itemized estimates, verify parts prices, confirm labor hours. That's it. 4 questions, and those 4 questions alone could save you hundreds, maybe thousands, of dollars every single year. If this was useful, hit that like button. It takes 1 second. And if you're not subscribed yet, do it now. Every week we drop real automotive knowledge the industry doesn't want you to have.